Hey guys, welcome back to the Alpha channel. Today we're going to complete the camcorder versus the mirrorless/DSLR shootout. We're going to do a general comparison of the two form factors, both in studio and in the field. And then we're going to do a detailed comparison of the Z90 and the Sony A7s III. As you can see, we have the A7s III zoomed in and the Z90 wide, and we'll do a switch now. And you can see that the Z90 benefits quite a bit from being zoomed in on its subject, whereas the A7s III looks pretty good even wide angle.
And when you see the wide angles next to each other, you really get a sense of the difference in depth of field between the two sensors. But when they're both zoomed in, the differences become a little less apparent. A lot of this comes down to, as with everything, how you shoot with it. If you know your subject and your equipment, you can get largely similar results.
When we first got the Z90 from Berkeley, Darlene and I were both enamored with it because we're used to having to pull our camera out and build it every time we use it. Even right now, the A7s III has a handle on the side and you have to attach that every time you take it out of the case. Typically, we're using the Ninja V recorder. You have to set that up. You have to slap a lens on it. With the Z90, there's a shotgun mic on it. It's plugged in via XLR. It has a powered zoom lens inside of it. And so you can just pick it up and it feels like a video camera. The A7s III very much does not feel like a video camera. When you hold it, it tends to kind of wobble back and forth because the way it's set up is side to side, not front to back like a camcorder. So just from the first impressions, you want to hold the Z90. The camcorder form factor is much nicer for running around and shooting. As we dug into the footage, they're really not comparable. So first of all, the A7s III has a brand new sensor and it's phenomenal. The dynamic range is great. It has really low noise for the amount of gain that you can put on it. I mean, the second native point of 12,800 just allows you to shoot in incredibly low light. There's the fact that it shoots 4K 120p. The Z90 can only shoot, I think, 30 frames a second at 4K. So from that point of view, it's just not comparable. And then there's the fact that you can swap the lenses out on the mirrorless style body. This is just not an option with the Z90. And so for us, that is a huge limiting factor. We want to be able to make choices about our lenses. And so as appealing as the Z90 is in so many ways, ultimately, I'd have to say no to it. When our class was introduced to this camcorder and that it would be the main platform we'd be using for our documentary class, I kind of snorted inside. I was like, a camcorder is for soccer moms to shoot their kids. That was what was in my head. That has been proven wrong. This is very much a professional camera, and for many, many uses, it is incredibly powerful. The Z90 comes with a top handle that has two XLR ins. It also has the controls on top, which very much makes this professional audio-wise. The A7s III is not. It's just not.
Ultimately, like with all technology, it comes down to a series of compromises and trade-offs. The Z90 is an almost perfect professional video platform. The A7s III and most mirrorless cameras almost couldn't be worse as a basis for professional video. However, for us, the image quality trade-offs are so significant, especially from a per dollar standpoint, that we're willing to deal with all of the compromises and headaches that come along with using this platform.